talking a little bit about 2026 and what my resolutions are for 2026. It's more going to be so about the channel, maybe a couple personal things, but really going to be about that. So start off with the big one. It's not till towards the end, but going to be getting married in November, so that'll be the highlight of the year, I'll say. And I'm excited for that one, but I won't harp on that too much. That's not what this channel's about. But secondly is going to be kind of talking about where I want the channel to be going and where I expect it to be and where I hopefully will get it to be. So the first thing is going to be, I want to finish what I want to get done to the Z4 this year. And those things are going to include complete suspension overhaul. I don't need coilovers, but I want to do pretty much every bushing underneath this car, just get it revamped. I mean, you got to think this thing's 20 years old now. So I want to do that. I want to do a intake manifold upgrade on this car. People that know about BMWs, a 330, essentially a 330 swap of this generation with the two disavowed for the intake, and with a remap, it brings it up about 40-ish horsepower to the wheel. So that's something that I want to get done. Something I think will be very beneficial for this car because it is a little anemic at times. It's enough, but the car is pretty heavy. So it moves. It doesn't really throw you back in your seat though. Next thing I want to do to the vehicle is I want to get this thing prepped for a track day. Now, I have already taken it to one, so I know its shortcomings. You guys will get a video on that here eventually. Hopefully the next video will be that. But the vehicle at the track predominantly had brake issues, so that's going to be the biggest thing that I need to do first. I wanted to get a baseline of where the vehicle was at and kind of get the shakedown of what I think needs improvement. Rotors, pads, calipers, brake fluid, brake lines are the 5 things that I'm going to need to get done. I know this vehicle and the chassis is a little bit harder to do some things, so I'm probably just going to do what most Z4 owners do and do the 330 brake conversion. A little bit larger diameter for caliper disc, and then I'll be able to throw on some better pads, get more surface area, more area for heat to dissipate so that I don't get the brake fade that I was experiencing at the track day. Next thing on the list for the vehicle is I need to fix this sagging roof. You guys probably can't see it too well, but this roof touches my head because of my mop top that I have on here. But that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to get fixed. And then this thing is an airbag light. It's had an airbag light since I bought it. I've pretty much narrowed it down to being the passenger seat occupancy sensor. And the sensor does exactly what it sounds like. It lets you know whether or not there's someone in the passenger seat. And it's just always on. It never works. And whenever I scanned it to see what the issue was, that's what it appeared to be. So, yeah. For the car, I think that might be it for this year. Got some other stuff that we're going to be busy with in life, so that might be all that we do to it. Maybe more. I'm thinking about getting a lighter set of wheels for it eventually too. A lighter set of wheels will definitely help with pretty much everything. Just less rotational mass would be great. Needs to be realigned. It pulls to the right heavily still. So with that being said, it's going to be oil leak fixed. So with that being said, it's going to be get the oil leak fixed, get the intake, raise it up a little bit, brake upgrade, alignment, and little things like that. Park right here for a little bit. We can talk, we can chat. So on a more personal side, things that I want to accomplish, especially with the YouTube channel, is getting more comfortable looking at the camera, talking with the camera, things of that nature. Being able to gain a skill of being more extroverted in my introvert world, essentially. I'm pretty bad at it. I usually despise being around people and hanging out with people. I know it's crappy to say. Even my friend groups, I'm pretty introverted, so it doesn't help me out in life. I've noticed that being extroverted gets you a little bit further in life, I feel like, and it's something that I want to do for the betterment of myself and betterment of my life, potentially. Yeah, that's probably a big goal of mine to do. Another goal is going to be getting this YouTube channel back to 1 video a week. I was doing it for a month. I did it straight for a month. And these last 2 weeks, I've been caught up in, whether or not it was family stuff or being sick because I was just sick, or, just having brain fog. And when it comes to the content, didn't really know what else I could film, didn't really want to be redundant with what I was filming, didn't want to bore you guys, and then, not be able to take this video anywhere. It's all about improving, getting where I need to be, and showing you guys what something you might want to watch. And I know this video is probably going to be one of those ones that's not going to do very well, just because it's some guy talking in a car and driving around and things like that. But that being said, it's something I appreciate. All you guys that comment, friends that are commenting. Had a friend, Nathan, you are, text me the other day looking to see where the YouTube video is at. I appreciate that. And thank you, my fiance, Anna. She's been biggest supporter, biggest pusher. I know my dad watches this as well. Kind of embarrassing, kind of hate it, but I appreciate the support and love him for it. Ex-coworkers, I know they talk about my YouTube channel and trying to support me, so I appreciate that too, guys. I appreciate all of you, and it does mean a lot, and I truly do mean it. And hopefully the YouTube channel will take off, get somewhere, and I can pay it all back to you guys for being at the very beginning. Yeah, does mean a lot. And hope to continue friendships and relationships with everyone. And yeah, just know I appreciate it. But just wanted to talk to you guys about that, and we can get back on the road and talk about some less serious goals, maybe just some things that I'd like to see in 2026. Let's get back in the car, get it started up. All right. All right, back on the road. Now, kind of getting to like the goals that I don't necessarily need to hit, but I think it'd be cool if we did hit. I would like to get to 500 subscribers by the end of 2026. Now you may be thinking, well, 500 subscribers doesn't really sound like a lot, and you're right, it's not in the grand scheme of all these hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers now, or even hundreds of millions now. But it's something. It's a goal of mine that I'd like to achieve. If I don't hit it, that's okay. I'm gonna keep going. But another goal, potentially swapping out the Mustang. I don't know yet. Kind of just tossing it up in the air. For a little while, I've wanted a couple different vehicles instead of the Mustang. I just ended up getting a Mustang instead. One of those vehicles will be a GR Corolla. Tossed up the idea of a GR86. Tossed up the idea of a Nissan Z, the new ones. I know it's more of a controversial car, but I think that they look absolutely gorgeous. They do have their shortcomings, but yeah, those would be kind of a goal. Another goal, a big one, I actually completely missed, is that I'm going to be moving. Don't know exactly where. Thinking, Virginia, North Carolina border, maybe some towns in there. We thought of like Winston-Salem. We thought of like the Raleigh area, Cary area. Fredericksburg just become overpopulated, and there isn't a lot of opportunity, I feel like, here. I also toss up selling just the Mustang and keeping the BMW. I'm gonna be moving. I don't want to have to carry or try to drive 2 vehicles down there. That would just suck. It sucks for any, or have to do 3 vehicles because fiance's vehicle. That would suck as well. But just some ideas. Another one, I want to lose probably about 15 pounds. I'm sitting at 215 right now. Made myself this morning. Last time I had body scans are hit and miss. They're off percentages usually, but I was sitting right at about 12% body fat. I would like to get down to about 10. I think 10% would be healthy looking for me, my height, and my weight. Eating better. Already started doing that a little bit more. Been tracking my meals a little bit better. Doing things of that nature. I want to read a minimum of 5 books this year also. I have a bad habit of just scrolling on, really it's just Facebook Marketplace. Is my bad habit, so that's something that I want to get out of. Another thing that I have tossed up in the air for like a resolution or something that I want to get done is getting back into fabricating and welding. Did that in school for a little bit and enjoyed the heck out of it. It was something that I will always remember, but I haven't done it for, like 8 years now, and something that I definitely want to get back into. Another big goal that I'd like to do, potentially, not a necessarily a need to do, but get an SCCA license of some sort, whether it's to race or to do just multiple track day events. I think that'd be really cool. I have a person I went to high school with that does that, and envy him a lot, and hope to be able to race against him maybe someday. He does more of the classic side. I'd want to do more things along like GT4 and TCR potentially. Pretty much everyone has made their New Year's resolutions videos, and people are probably tired of hearing them, but I did just want to get them out there. I did want to talk about them, and feel free to leave your guys' resolutions or things that you want to do in 2026 that maybe I might want to do. If you leave them down there and I see them like, oh, that actually sounds like a really good idea, like 100% leave them down there, and I'd be happy to talk with you guys about them. Always think it's fun to communicate with the people on this channel, and be able to know you guys a little bit better, because you guys are going to know me a little bit better. It's only fair. But yeah, another resolution that I would love to do is drive more. Got 2 vehicles. I barely drive them. It's something I need to get better at. I talk about driving all the time, talk about how it's therapeutic for me, how it's something that I love doing. It just clears my mind. It makes it completely empty, and it's something that I feel like a lot of people should do more of. There will be more videos of me working on the vehicle, I promise, whether it's the Z4 or the Mustang or really anything. I just haven't had anything break, so there's no content for me to make. And that's the unfortunate side, or I don't have the excess money just to go out and willy-nilly buy parts. So it makes it a little bit harder. Probably should have picked a different type of channel that I want to do, but kind of want to turn this into like an everything type of channel. Be able to show my entire life, not just the car side. Obviously more leaning into the car side, but nonetheless, those are the things that I want to do for 2026. Feel free to leave what you guys want to do for 2026 down below. Love to hear them, love to see it. And that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys did like it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share the channel. Comment down below anything that you want to see, anything you liked about the video, talk about yourselves, what have you. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.